San Francisco, a former hire car driver chose to bomb one of New York City's busiest subway corridors because of its Christmas-themed posters, law enforcement officials said, following the explosion that sent peak-hour commuters into a frenzy at the start of the working week. AKA Eid Allah, who moved to the US from Bangladesh on a family visa 7 years ago, was angry and learned how to build a bomb on the internet at his Brooklyn apartment, New York Governor Andrew Cuomo said. A man with a bomb-like device strapped to his body set off an explosion at one of New York's busiest commuter hubs at rush hour on Monday, injuring himself and 3 others in what New York Mayor Bill de Blasio called an attempted terrorist attack. U.S. President Donald Trump signed his administration's first space policy directive, directing NASA to send astronauts back to the Moon and eventually Mars. The former Twitter employee who shut down Donald Trump's account last month says he did so by accident, but does admit that some of the US president's tweets do breach Twitter's rules. Vladimir Putin orders the withdrawal of a significant part of Russia's military in Syria, after saying the problem of Islamic State in Syria has been solved spectacularly. Tensions rise in the region over North Korea's fast-developing weapons programs. Officials have signaled an extension of martial law on the Mindanao island where a 5-month struggle against Islamic State-linked militants took place. A man with a bomb-like device strapped to his body set off an explosion at one of New York's busiest commuter hubs at rush hour on Monday, injuring himself and 3 others in what New York Mayor Bill de Blasio called an attempted terrorist attack. But the 27-year-old allegedly hoped to wreak far more destruction when he detonated an improvised device on the underground walkway between the Times Square and Port Authority subway stations just after 7:20 am on Monday, local time. The low-tech homemade pipe bomb, strapped to his abdomen with Velcro strips and cable ties, did detonate properly. Packed with household items, Christmas tree lights and screws, the device's chemical component exploded but the pipe failed to shatter, and Allah injured only himself. CCTV showed Allah, wearing beige cargo pants and a hoodie, walking among commuters before a loud bang and a small plume of smoke engulfed him. He lay on the ground in fetal position as commuters scrambled for the exits. There was a stampede up the stairs to get out, commuter Diego Fernandez said. Everybody was scared and running and shouting. Get the latest news and updates emailed straight to your inbox. By submitting your email you are agreeing to Fairfax Media's terms and conditions and privacy policy. Allah, who suffered burns and cuts to his hands and abdomen, has made several statements to investigators from his hospital bed, multiple local media outlets reported. He said he chose the hallway beneath 42nd Street and 8th Avenue because of its Christmas-themed posters, recalling strikes in Europe against Christmas markets, several law enforcement officials told the New York Times. He also told investigators that he set off the bomb in retaliation for US airstrikes on Islamic State targets in Syria, Gaza and Israel.